Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Block 80. Mike 58 right there. Right here. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Sponge, sponge, sponge. Take 2 of them. You won't take. Why they take?
Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He's crunch. Take both of them. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
They run with Hines. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
On second down, it's Hines, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Roethlisberger will throw. And he's going to go down again.
Is just so terrible.
Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Hey. That's not doing.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Look at that!
Incomplete. So
What was that?
Here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down?
Wow.
That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed up against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the third level before you know it.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go, go, go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. 11.
Out of the gun, Luck. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
You can't focus. Shift. Watch the shift. Check 3. Rush in. Check. Swing.
On first down, Hines. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Locke, going for the deep ball. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Easy. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch middle. Out. Check 4.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on second down. Roethlisberger. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Double bump. Check 13. Check. Fresno. Showing up. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be
Man, I
incomplete.
can't be doing no play fakes.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Get wide. Bang. Watch the safety creep.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. Hooper. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. First down, the run with Lynch. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Black 20, swirl. What's the run? They're running it. Hey, motion to backfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger gets it to Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
58 to Mike. Watch the screen. Middle. Watch the screen. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. The 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jamie Collins, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw, Love. And Graham's got it, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw is Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Taken from just outside the 30. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on second down, Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
58, take both of them. 58, come on. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Roethlisberger.
Jump, 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 jump.
Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hines. Preston Smith there on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Right over there. Yeah. Hey, Sue. Hey, watch the slant. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
From the 25 on second down, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
58, Mike. You good? Cut. Check three. Double. Check the backer.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John
I gotta run every play.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football
This
back.
line is terrible.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Luck now to throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On second down now, it's Hines. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Roethlisberger. And that is caught.
Oh
Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Oh!
Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On first down, it's Long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. After the sack on first down, Luck. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Monday. 11. Get in the weight room. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, go.
A shotgun snap for Locke. And that is
This
caught.
motherfucker in the
He's
back.
for a Bengal touchdown.
Can't nobody tell me I got the worst luck in this
Julio
game.
Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27, Roethlisberger taking a shot for Samuel. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
I ain't got DK Metcalf.
Picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
57. Yeah. 57's the mic. Hey, check. Bravo.
After After the interception, it's Love. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Here's Locke. Looking deep for Julio. And Luck will be intercepted for a third time. P.J. Williams with a pick. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, D.
From the 29, Roethlisberger. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. And 58 is a monster.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it. From 55 yards away, that was never in doubt. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the run, it's Crowell. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make it.
And you know how you can have it, like, with the blue screen? It's like half.
Jacksonville territory.
Going on there, she started cussing them out. Like, at first she'll be like, hey, you know, how you doing? I'm such a big fan. Then she get to talking all fast. And
So
start
after
cussing
the
them
big
out. She
play,
called
look
one
at this,
man a
all the way
monkey.
down at the 15 now, on 1st and 10.
She called him a monkey.
I mean, if I was on there and she talked real fast too. If she did that to me, I would be like, okay, you want to go? I talk fast too. Is that what you doing?
A flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the Jaguars' 4-yard line.
Check out. Green 80.
Push him back. Push him back.
They'll try the air now with Locke. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Prater, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that.
These niggas
That's
can't
a
block
long
a
field
linebacker.
goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to
Goodness,
feel good about that,
this
and they've got to make sure
Saturday.
they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
66.
Roethlisberger.
Oh,
That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Roethlisberger now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. Kareem Martin up to make the tackle.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Quarter.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. That's caught. It's the rookie Deebo Samuel. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll go down at the 28.
Black 30. Solid. 5 down.
Check 43. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Check notch. Hey, alert. Hey.
Go now.
Black.
On 1st down, Hines.
This nigga
A
just
solid
stumble every
run on
time.
first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second.
Every time he
and
go
3.
through the hole, he
Looks to
stumbles.
me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's
Look
Hines.
at this nigga. It's my line.
Down here just shy of the 15
It's
at
so
the
damn
16.
terrible.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This is Hines. And he goes backwards here.
Niggas can't
Losing yardage
block.
back to the 16.
I can't do
It's a
nothing but
loss of
run.
4. Now 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Let's go.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to get a solid
Daddy,
gain of 9 before being brought down 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this
gotta
size,
dye your
this
hair
intensity
black.
usually gets better as the game goes on. I
gotta
just tell you
dye
from
your
experience,
hair
the first
black.
few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle
Why?
this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're
You
coming up
look
and
good
thinking about
like
it.
And
that.
D-line wearing down 4th
You
quarter.
look good both
Yeah,
ways,
that's
but
not a
I
guy
want
they
to
want to see
see
consistently.
you like black
10
again.
yards there and a Bengal first from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
I want to see like this black and this. I
Now it's
just want to
Crowell
see your whole
right.
head like
Into the
black.
secondary again. And the cutback to the sideline. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
That was a heck of a sprint. Tried to get to the end zone, didn't quite get there, just short, out of bounds at the 2-yard line. I know
Yes.
the defense is relieved he didn't get to the end zone, and the guy who was carrying the ball,
Gonna
a
dye
little
it back
frustrated. He didn't make it all the way.
They
Yeah.
come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Throwing is Love. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Prater for the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over.
These niggas just can't block, man. My whole line rated like 68. I can't block. I can't do nothing but. I can't pass.
This crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Check safety, check safety. Snickers, got to spin. Hey. 58, Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat.
Come on.
Man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run it. Here's Lynch.
He didn't even get it.
Not gonna get there. They stop him short.
I told you, that's terrible.
Left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Terrible. That's Marshawn Lynch. But the line cake. Look how he just threw my line.
Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it behind.
Look at him. Every time he run, one of them jumping his way.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually
ain't running scared. I can't throw.
He ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined run.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Can't do nothing, man.
He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
I've been there before. I know it. That's not right.
Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score. You throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned.
Man, I can't run nor throw. I can't do nothing but try to run. I can't do nothing but try to run.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It's so terrible.
And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him to us. They've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger, and Anderson's got it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33.
Here.
He's checking. Crash. Watch twist. Alert. Alert three.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him.
Never expect that.
Roethlisberger goes.
Expected. I ID'd him. Oh, I ID'd the mic on that. Niggas, they let him come straight in there. What can I do?
Now Ben on third and long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it. Brings up
That's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
24 is the mic. Let's go. 24 is the mic. I got him. No spacing.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth.
Single the slot. 22, good. 22, Ricky. Sponge. These two. Go.
They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Extra point good by Gostkowski as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Throwing now, Luck. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Up on the sky. Nigga, what you call it? I quit, nigga. I'm quitting.
Don't do that, Doc. I ain't gonna kick you.
No, I ain't gonna do that, man. I'm just talking. I'm just talking, man. Get your points, man.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more insult to injury here late in the game. This time, and the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.